Majesty the Sultan participated in the virtual summit of the G20 leaders, which was held under the chairmanship of His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, and the participation of a number of state leaders and heads of government. The G20 leaders' interventions touched on several main topics related to multilateral development banks, climate action, green credit, technological transformation, digital infrastructure, empowering women on the path of development, and implementing the statement of the group's leaders' summit for the peoples. The virtual summit was attended by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Khalifa bin Hamad Al Badi, Secretary General of His Highness Office, His Excellency Saif bin Ahmed Al Sawafi, Advisor in His Highness's Office, and His Excellency Khalid bin Hashim Al Msalhi, Under Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Ministry for Administrative and Financial Affairs. During his speech at the summit, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed conveyed the greetings of His Majesty the Sultan on the successful issuance of the consensual final statement of the G20 leaders' declaration in New Delhi, as the statement clarified various proposals and commitments that reflect the G20 leaders' tasks, including strengthening financial security and benefiting from globalization. His Highness Sayyid As'ad also stressed that the Sultanate of Oman stands with the Palestinian cause and with the right of Palestinians to self-determination on their land based on the two-state solution. And in our international news, the Israeli occupation army invaded many areas in the Gaza Strip today, killing dozens of Palestinians and leaving many others wounded and missing. The Palestinian Ministry of Health explained that at least 15 people were killed in Israeli raids that targeted 5 homes east of Khan Yunis, while 10 Palestinians were killed in an Israeli bombing that targeted a house in the Nusayrat camp and the city of Deir al-Balah in the central Gaza Strip. This comes as the spokesman for the Ministry of Health in Gaza, Ashraf al-Qudra, announced that the Israeli army arrested the director of a Shifa medical hospital complex and a number of doctors. The occupation army also warned to evacuate the Indonesian hospital in northern Gaza. The death toll in Gaza exceeds 14,530 martyrs. Mutual bombardment on the Lebanese-Israeli border continue as Israeli fighters launched raids on the towns of Ait al-Shab in southern Lebanon. Alarm sirens wailed in northern Israel after the Lebanese Hezbollah announced the death or the launch of 48 missiles towards the Israeli Zakim military base. The Israeli occupation army said that its forces detected the firing of shells from Lebanon and responded with artillery shelling at the sources of the shooting. Media sources reported that the border areas in southern Lebanon are witnessing the most violent clashes since the start of the war on the Gaza Strip on October 7th. China called for independent monitoring of the ongoing discharge of treated radioactive water from Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea. This came during a press conference in Beijing that brought together Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi with the leader of the Kumeito Party in Japan's ruling coalition, Natsuo Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi said that he agreed with the Chinese Foreign Minister on the importance of finding a scientific method to examine the water, and until the results of the tests appear, he called on the Chinese government to lift the ban imposed on all seafood imports from Japan. The European Space Agency has warned of the increasing number of satellite constellations in space, which raises the risks of collisions that could lead to chain reactions causing catastrophic damages. The Director General of the European Space Agency stressed the need to implement a universally applicable space traffic law. It's worth mentioning that about 8,800 active satellites orbit the Earth currently, with SpaceX as the largest satellite operator so far. Still to come in our news bulletin. A ceremony is held in the Wilaya of Manah to honor the winners of Arts Award for 2023. His Excellency Councillor Salim bin Mohammed Al Busaidi, Consul General of the Sultanate of Oman in Jeddah, held a reception on the occasion of the 53rd Glorious National Day. The ceremony was attended by a number of consuls general of Arab and foreign countries, a number of representatives of international organizations accredited to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, academics, media figures, and an elite group of intellectuals and businessmen. During the ceremony, a documentary film about the Omani Renaissance and Oman Vision 2040 were shown. On the occasion of the glorious 53rd National Day, His Excellency Saif bin Nasser Al Badda'i, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to Algeria, held a reception attended by a number of officials and members of the Arab and foreign diplomatic corps accredited to Algeria. The reception emphasized the strong bilateral relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria and the fraternity binding both nations. His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Hilal Al Ma'mari, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman accredited to the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, held a reception on the occasion of the glorious 53rd National Day. The ceremony was attended by His Excellency Mohammed bin Salim Wald Marzouk, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Cooperation and Mauritanians abroad. It was also attended by members of the diplomatic corps, heads of the international bodies and organizations accredited to Nouakchott, and a number of thinkers, writers and journalists, in addition to Mauritanian businessmen and the directors of international companies investing in the fields of oil and gas. The Embassy of the Sultanate of Oman in London, the United Kingdom, celebrated the glorious 53rd National Day. The celebration was attended by a number of officials, diplomats, businessmen, and media figures from various countries. A number of Omani students studying in the UK also joined the celebration. His Excellency Nasser bin Mohammed Al Busaidi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman accredited to the People's Republic of China, held a reception on the occasion of the 53rd National Day, which coincides with the 45th anniversary of the start of Omani-Chinese relations. The ceremony was attended by His Excellency Wang Di, head of the West Asia and North Africa Department of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as well as a number of civil and military officials and their excellencies ambassadors of countries accredited to China. During the ceremony, the exhibition Frankincense Road Oman in Ancient Chinese Records was opened, where the paintings embodied one of the rare ties between the two countries that were inspired by the texts of Chinese records dating back to more than 1,000 years. The Embassy of the Sultanate of Oman in the capital of the Federal Republic of Brasilia, held a reception on the occasion of the glorious 53rd National Day. It was attended by a number of ambassadors, members of the Brazilian Congress, representatives of the Brazilian government and the Federal District, and a number of businessmen and journalists. His Excellency Talal bin Sulaiman Al-Rahbi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Federal Republic of Brazil, confirmed in a speech during the celebration that relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the Republic of Brazil are constantly developing at various levels, pointing out that the volume of trade exchange between the two sides witnessed steady growth, with the trade balance reaching more than $2 billion last year. The latest weather updates and analysis of the National Multi-Hazard Early Warning Center indicate that an upper air trough will affect the Sultanate of Oman on Friday, 24th of November, 2023, evening till Sunday, 26th of November, 2023. Cloud advection and development with chances of thunderstorms of varying intensity associated with active downdraft winds and hail are expected over Musandam Governorate on Friday evening, gradually extending on Saturday to include the governorates of North Al-Batana, South Al-Batana, Al-Dakhiliya, Muscat, North Al-Sharqiyya and South Al-Sharqiyya. The heaviest rainfall is expected over Oman seacoasts and Al-Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas. Clouds, advection and formation with thunderstorms of varying intensity of about 10 to 40 millimeters associated with hail, which may cause wadis to flow. Civil Aviation Authority advises all to take precaution during rainfall and wadis flow and to check visibility and see state before sailing and follow the issued weather bulletins and reports. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth held a ceremony at Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah to honor the winners of the Arts Award for 2023. More details are in the following report.
The Arts Award for 2023, organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth, was aimed at nurturing creativity among Omani citizens and residents aged 18 years and above, as well as fostering collaboration and innovation between musicians, producers, and directors. The award this year was dedicated to 3 categories: animated films, promotional films, and movie soundtracks. In the promotional films category, Ard Al-Salam, a film directed by Muhammad bin Abdullah Al-Ajmi, won 2nd place.
I'm so proud to win this award. This gives me the motivation to produce more films and to show my creativity in this field.
In the movie soundtracks category, the participants were given a short film for which they were asked to compose and install a soundtrack. Saoud Majidi Ihab won 1st place in this category.
Actually, I'm so happy about this award and this winning, alhamdulillah, because I am here in the Sultanate Oman, because I love so much this land and this people, kind people. I have so much less time, but I try to giving these movies the beauty music.
Mandous Hababu, a film directed by Hanan bint Muhammad al-Ma'mari, won 1st place in the animated films category, while the film Salala, directed by won 2nd place, and the film Red Bird Fire, directed by Adnan bin Saeed al-Hashmi, won 3rd place. Arts Award inspires the youth to think out of the box and enrich the cultural arena with innovative ideas in various artistic fields. From Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah, Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
The winter season in the Sultanate of Oman attracts tourists to visit various touristic destinations. Efforts are exerted by the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism to create a memorable experience for each visitor. More details in the following reports.
Visitors flock to tourist destinations in the Sultanate of Oman during the winter tourism season, which is one of the most essential seasons here in the country. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism efforts combine with the sector partners to provide products and services through which visitors can have a unique experience. The ministry has promoted the season both in the local community, targeting citizens and residents, alongside tourists from markets that source tourism. It is also promoted the current winter tourism season in targeted markets in Europe, Asia, and the Gulf Cooperation Council countries through promotional campaigns, meetings with the travel and tourism agents, organizing familiarization trips with the media and tourism agencies, in addition to holding workshops in India and the Gulf Cooperation Council countries and briefing sessions in both Italy and Germany, confirming that targeting these markets is due to their status as a fundamental source of tourism. The Sultanate of Oman's participation in crucial international tourism exhibitions like the 2023 World Travel Market in London work to promote tourist destinations and introduce its diverse products, various experiences, along with many opportunities to attract visitors from global tourism markets, with the Sultanate of Oman as an official partner in the 2024 Berlin Tourism Exchange, which will provide a larger scope to display cultural components and characteristics, assisting in promotion and attracting tourists. In addition to that, the Sultanate of Oman encompasses many hotel establishments of various types, housing more than 32,000 rooms. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism ensures that they meet specifications and requirements. These hotel establishments have offered numerous diverse tourism packages while organizing trips to major tourist destinations. There are numerous other tourist experiences in the winter season, which features exceptional weather, including camping, which receives a good turnout from visitors both within and outside the Sultanate of Oman. It is one of the tourist products that offers a unique experience for tourists, with diverse natural environments, maritime, mountainous, and desert in the Sultanate of Oman.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. Assigned by His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed participates in the virtual summit of the G20 leaders and confirms the Sultanate of Oman's readiness to cooperate on the issues agreed upon in the New Delhi Declaration. And dozens of Palestinians are killed and wounded in Israeli raids that targeted homes in the Gaza Strip amid anticipation for the truce to take effect in Gaza. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night and enjoy the rest of your vacation. Thank you.